fight, probably.
Yep.
And this time they want to make sure that team fighting will not be a problem. And Silencer is one of those heroes, at least the ability to take a fight. And it's about whether you have the damage. That. But he brings a lot of control.
First phase drafting as well avoids what happened in game 1. Banned out in the second phase, the Silencer. It seems that EG will still persevere. They're going to go for the Oracle second pickup to go with the puck. So they're going to stick to their guns of game 1.
Yep. And there's the instant Huskar ban. This time we might see TNC not ban the Veno. Last time they banned Veno first and then Huskar, and this time they're going the other way around. So this could mean that the Veno will be let through, and that they have other plans this time. Ban. I feel like the Lycan was actually a very big problem for them in the first game, but they also had Night Stalker. This time he won't have the Howl advantage at night. Perhaps it is not necessary. There might be other threats for them to solve. Really annoying in the first game for them.
It kind of got annoying once the mid game kicked in. Like once EG actually had their team fight online, then it seemed like the Kunkka was a lot more useful. But in the early stages, it was the Rubik and Night Stalker show. They were everywhere. They were all over everything. So yeah, I'm wondering if TNC give as much respect to that, or if they continue to try and play this fast-paced style of game. Can you do that with a Silencer though? Like, the Silencer drag you into a certain rhythm of game for TNC?
You can compensate for his weakness. I mean, in a way, if it's going to be played by 1437, he was a Rubik last game, and I think yes, he helped with a couple of ganks early, but wasn't like very integral to the way they took fights and the way they ganked. If they pick a similar style of lineup with Silencer instead of Rubik, I think it totally works. This what EG, but they're actually targeting Tim's pretty damn hard on their bans. 3 in a row so far.
Stop his rotation, secure the laning phase, secure the mid game win.
So Lycan ban.
Oh, I suppose that means Arteezy gets to play something new. Diversity rating now massively high. 2 different heroes in 2 games. Sample size.
Wow.
Wow. It's great.
Good for people who voted on Arteezy as most. Was that only team or was it player?
Oh, you had a player as well.
Player who plays the most different heroes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think I picked Arteezy, and I think I'm gonna be right in not picking. So far, he's gonna be tied for first. Okay. So far, he's tied for first. So.
Yeah, I picked. Samael, no!
It could still be a
universe puck.
It could be. There's a TA ban again, very similar to last game. They did ban the Earth Spirit this time around, however, because Night Stalker was out. I can't remember what the third ban was of the last game from EG. Overall, you've got like the same feeling of flow in this draft. Minor adaptations, but no like big overhaul from either team so far. I think TNC won't go Jugger this game. It felt like in that last game that he just couldn't do what they wanted the hero to do. Maybe they can make it work now that they have the Silencer. We'll see. Here comes the Sam King that EG banned in the first game. So this is plan C or D for TNC after all of Tim's heroes got banned.
I like how you like it's plan C or D, but like you still like SK was meant to be one of the most contested heroes. Most people in their predictions had SK as the most picked hero.
Yep.
Coming into this tournament. I believe you're actually one of them.
Yes, I did. A lot of people picked Shaker as the most picked hero. I think he's going to be banned too much though. So far, sample size for this series is that is the case. I'm guessing in 1 or 2 of the other games that are running right now, there might have been a single Shaker pick, but the reason that hero is so powerful is its ability to play multiple lanes, multiple roles. Offlane, mid, and roaming is a possibility. Just controlling that offlane, making sure you get experience, being annoying, having great team fight, and a pretty good laner in one. Shaker actually has a lot of good matchups. Yeah, we're not going to be seeing that hero.
He'll be banned as much as that.
More or less.
I think I had Night Stalker as my.
That could happen. He's also going to get banned a lot, though, I think.
Yeah.
But I mean, you can't ban everything. Now we already have like 3 or 4 heroes that will be banned every game. That's not really how it works.
EG's going to approach this now with their Weaver pickup.
Interesting. Okay, so this is not a very common time to pick Weaver, and I think EG are going Drow. And the reason for that is, if you pick Weaver here and it's a core hero, it's strange to pick it into this lineup that isn't actually particularly bad against Weaver. Lasso is pretty good. Sand King Stun is more or less instant against the Weaver. You want lockdown and burst damage. Global Silence is good. So if if EG goes the route of playing a core Weaver here, it's nice in lane against Batrider, which frees up Oracle, but Oracle is not the kind of support that wants to rotate very much anyway. He kind of wants to play that safe lane and just pull and get levels. So maybe this is a Zai Weaver with Drow Aura, or they put it mid or off lane for either Sumail or Universe and grab the Drow fourth. It has to be something that TNC are thinking. Triple range for EG, classic stuff, and could be Drow game.
Yeah. The more and more you look at it, yeah. But this is what we're looking for, right? In most of the drafts, especially in day one of TI, when you're still uncertain how the meta's going to go, a draft which you just cannot read. Like, you start off with exactly what you had before, it's the Orange Park, but now technically you do still have, like, still 2 saves. If you can get around the Silence of Silencer, you've still got the False Promise, you've still got Weaver's Time-Lapse, you've got higher maneuverability from both Weaver as well as Puck. Hard to lock down heroes, but TNC also has some really good lockdown. So yeah. It's from both sides, both teams have really good synergy and counter against each other. It's all about execution.
And I think TNC are digging into their reserve pool a lot here because they want to figure out what they do in case it's a Drow. And I think they might be picking ahead.
It's a Tinker.
Tinker?
Of course it is. This is TNC. Of course it's a Tinker for Cuckoo.
It's probably with the thought in mind that, okay, if they go Drow, we want to be able to hold our towers. Tinker is a pretty good hero against Drow in the sense that you have March of the Machines. Drow lineups want to like go together and push towers. There you go. And then you can put March of the Machines. You have the laser. G's lineup doesn't have like the best catch for him. You have the Puck that can maybe find Tinker, possibly get caught off guard by a swarm. But apart from that, not the easiest kill. Now, what TNC desperately need is some sort of physical damage because they have like zilch right now, and there has to be something that allows them to still get in on this Drow. I mean, it's one thing that you can stall it, but you need to kill Drow. You can't just let her stand there and like, I'm just gonna march with the machines for 3 minutes and they're not taking the tower. Not how it works.
Well, do you get like some of the older counters? Like, do we look at Spec as one of the other?
Spectre is an option.
Other one counters, you can go to Light Stealer to work with the SK.
Could be a choice. You could look toward something like Phantom Assassin as well. I don't know how much Raven plays that. I think Phantom Lancer has a place in this game as well. A hero that Drow simply can't deal with. You jump in with all the illusions and she can't kill them. The only really good AoE damage they have is the Puck, which is pretty good, but the PL will outscale it eventually. And it's a lot less greedy of a pick than Spectre in my book, where you have stronger laning presence, you are able to join fights more frequently and earlier. Haunt got nerfed really hard. There's actually a PL ban from EG, so they were expecting that, and will last pick the Mirana for more than likely Sumail with this Drow Aura. This also means that EG have no front line whatsoever in their Drow lineup, and that sometimes works, sometimes doesn't. Maybe they can get away with it because they have Oracle to protect with, but there is the Silencer. I'm actually not that sure for EG because of this Mirana pick. Frontlining is not going to be easy when you're playing into Global and a Batrider.
But if you get that 5-second arrow, that's why I'm wondering if this is actually a Zai Mirana. Rotate with him and then let the Puck for Sumail go mid, let the Weaver go off lane.
Universe offlane Weaver?
Yeah. Yeah, Universe offlane Weaver.
Yeah, could be.
Because who's really going to be controlling him properly? Like the SK closing distance on Weaver, as long as you can keep the vision up, you should be fine. TNC, we're going to see the last piece of that puzzle, and it is actually the Phantom Assassin you mentioned. Someone had to close the distance between the Dart Ranger and bring the heavy amounts of physical damage, and now they've got that. Damn, Cuckoo set looks amazing.
The Tinker?
Yeah.
I like the PA.
It looks like Robocop, but like Tinker. Okay, maybe Gadget.
I like this PA set as well. These outfits are pretty cool. And then for some reason Drow has purple leaves the shoulders.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that. What is that?
I don't know.
That doesn't seem right. It's like she just stole. Well, you know, like a big thing about like Drow Ranger's items, and she's like she steals everything.
Yeah.
Because she just picks up all the crap off the ground.
Pat in the woods.
Hey, would you want to wear something like that?
No.
Probably someone just got and said, this is a fashion crisis, throws it to the ground. Drawing is like, I'm a fashion crisis, I'll take this.
Actually does look like a fashion crisis. This is like a bit all over the place. Okay, let's talk about the game though.
Yeah,
so I think in this game I favor TNC a lot more relative to last game. I don't know if they're favorites on this draft wise, but I like their chances better just because of the way their lineup matches up against EG's and the fact that they don't have a front line. If TNC's lanes go well and they have these key items come out, the Batrider, Blink Dagger, and both PA and Tinker have farm, I actually think EG are going to lose this one late game. I think the Radiant lineup is extremely powerful at team fighting this time. They solved that problem by having both the Sand King and the Silencer. They have good lanes, and EG's lineup is very one-dimensional, I want to say.
You're not going back for this, are you? Is he going to try and de-ward? He's going to de-ward the sentry ward and keep his observer ward alive. They're going to spend another 100 gold on this to try and stop the block.
Very nice.
And that's started up nicely from 1437. He knew exactly, but he couldn't attack high ground. He didn't see up the hill, so he had to walk all the way around to attack it. I was going to say, man, that's a really great win for TNC. Now they can open up their pull. And now your off lane would be more scared, but...
I think what TNC should do is they give Raven this rune. He buys the sentry immediately.
How about Tims and Sam H can just kill off Arteezy?
Well, that's another way of getting gold, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, Arteezy, you try and turn around when he's gone for, like, he's already gone for the precision aura. That's going to happen when you're running a 5-range lineup.
Yeah, this rune is TNC. They're going to get 3.
Yeah. Crit's going to try and contest this as well.
He is going to regret that. Oh, Tims!
Oh, he didn't cut through! He ran around, and now, well, where's your Burrow Strike? It's going to be 3 runes again to TNC. That's how last game started, but this time around, First Blood will go the way of TNC, okay, and there's nothing Arteezy can do about it.
He held the stun the whole time and used it as a finishing move when they didn't even need it. That's pretty funny. All right, anyway.
Guaranteed, man. There's no KS in a team game.
Why not? Why not get the kill on the Sand King? I mean, I think it's arguably better to have it on the Sand King so he gets best strength.
Oh, Zai, he found the courier. They tried to send it around the corner. Tim's Burrow Strike trying to cancel the attack, but it's the salve that was moving in towards middle lane for Cuckoo. He wanted to be aggressive against Samael, and now they both have exactly the same thing. They're both double stacking. Cuckoo's running the Ring of Rosie, and Samael's keeping the creep wave closer on his side.
Yeah. The players are going to try to avoid what we saw in the last game when I mentioned the double waving. Want to prevent that from happening, so you're going to run in these like weird circles to not get completely outnumbered on creeps. Samael has still managed to set up somewhat of a like 1.5 wave here, and Cuckoo will be pushed into his tower, but this is not too bad. Like, this is definitely manageable for the Tinker.
Zion 1437 beating the crap out of each other. Raven would love to attack into him, but a quick Shikuchi away. Having that early Blightstone makes Zion's harassment quite difficult. Not to mention he also blocked up the pull that 1437 was attempting.
Did you just say Shuki?
No.
Good.
No. I hope not.
No, you didn't. I just remember. You had like this full year where that spell was called Shuki.
You're not allowed to actually start putting those thoughts in my head. You meant to help me, Syndra, not give me bad ticks for TI. Like, that's the worst thing ever.
Here comes Shuki.
Oh, Shikuchi, damn it.
Oh, nice fast dagger there from Raven. Will break the clarity of Zai. So far, so good for the laning for EG, though. They're getting very good CS on both the Drow and the puck. Mid lane is a bit contested once again. Tims is securing Cuckoo a good start on the Tinker. And as it looks right now with Cuckoo's skill build, he is doing the aggressive killing route with 2 in laser and 1 in missile. No marches just yet. Might still see him go the march route after this, just to have a bit of an early harassment build in lane. But it's very telling. His next skill points will be very telling for TNC's read on how to play this game, because I think both builds in this game are viable. One is, we think we're going to get pushed by Drow, I'm going to get March, and the other one is, we think we're going to be better at fighting than them early on, and we can just kill them before they take our towers if we max our nukes. I'm going to see what he chooses to go for. Top rune, crits.
Yeah, crits on the run from Tims. Meanwhile, Samael as well as Zaya teaming up on Cuckoo, and they've got the damage. It's so much negative armor when you've got the Swarm plus the Blightstone.
Swarm, Blightstone, Drow, and Tinker has no defensive play. Except lasering a hero. That's a pretty big problem in this game when you have these 2 mobile ranged heroes for the Dire in the mid lane that like to just be able to at least get away somehow. Has to rely on protection from his teammate, and Tims was not in the right position to save him.
I still want to flag a bigger issue. It's the fact that Universe once again is having a great offlane. Zai with the pulling completely messed up the equilibrium, but it's that bonus damage that he's had early on has allowed him to go 18-5. He's got more CS than Easy has managed to achieve. And this is against like the safe lane PA, who's now 13-0. You may need to catch up a little bit underneath the tower, and well, okay, there goes Zeiss. They did do something about him now. Cuckoo has the nuke, and Tim's had the Burrow Strike.
Weaver has to be a little bit careful in the mid lane. The amount of burst damage Radiant has in there is really high, but this is something we've seen a lot of times from EG. They put Universe off lane. No,
that's not going to work out. Not so good there.
They put Universe off lane on this puck, and then he has either Drow or Maiden, or both auras. There was a lot of games like that, I think, in the Kiev Major. And then they start out with 1 hero in his lane to help him get a head start. And they get a very farmed puck as a result. And that's what Weaver accomplished in the first 2 minutes, just helping out Universe, get a good start, and then he went in to get the kill earlier. Universe, nice defensive play, getting away from that Ras, forcing us a salve out of Raven here as well in this wave.
SMH is really trying to get up in the face of this safe lane of EG. As much pressure as possible.
He's gonna get a decent amount up here. This safe lane of TNC is, or sorry, of EG is not that strong. The Drow is one of the weakest heroes in the game until level 6. And oh, that was actually a kill.
Yeah. As well as Universe once again. Like right now, they're not even getting like the huge amount of bonus damage. There's only 10 bonus damage coming in from the puck, but catching him out again, try to get in the way. Like 1437 throwing his body in the line, so Zai cannot continue to creep pull and take the farm away from Raven. But Raven can't survive this. He's out of consumables on the safe lane. He needs more life.
That's a big problem for him. There's only 1 tango coming into town, so he has to buy something. Zai thinking about it, cutting the wave, and toppling damage. So the interesting thing about this game is that every core in the game is having a decent amount of farm. Like, nobody's actually sacked.
That's actually a nice play. Phantom striked himself forward, so he got hit by the Orb of Universe, but Zai wasn't able to finish him off. Tim's also started his TP in very quickly, 1-4-3-7s here, and they're going to finally secure, in fact, they may actually just have to give the farm to Tim's. Yeah, they're sending Raven all the way back home. This kill of Phantom Assassin is just getting gimped so hard.
That's not too bad if you look at the CS. Like all the 6 core heroes are doing fairly well. I mean, Raven would obviously like to do better than this, but given the circumstances, I think 25 CS at this point against this lane is pretty respectable. And he would like to have more, of course. Like it's not the perfect game, but as far as the CS goes, EG have a lead of about, I guess, on average, like 5 CS across their cores, and a bit of a gold lead here, but it's to be expected when they're in a draw lineup like this. What really is going to make things come together is the first couple of fights, especially that the Bat Rider manages to set up for the Radiant. If they work, then this gold lead of EG will not be sufficient.
Raven's trying to kill off Crit. Rotated up towards the top lane. Arteezy with just a level 1 gust. Dissuading Raven, but the lane change up. Let's see how long it lasts for. You've already got Zai here. Raven needs someone to jump back out to. They TP'd in to help out, but it was Sam H who went to the shrine. He didn't actually go all the way in, but Crit and Arteezy, they've come out so far to try and fight Raven that maybe Sam H can capitalize. Tim's moving up too. They see him thanks to the Dire Observe Ward. Arteezy completes his TP out to safety. Zai, Chikuchi will get him away to safety, and Crit, well, he dies for the cause.
It would have been 2 kills for TNC if there was a dust on the Sand King. I think he's going to buy one soon. After that, it's going to annoy him that Zai was just able to freely run away there. Either him or Sam H might see pick up a dust of appearance. Currently just flying out another healing salve for Raven.
They have to give him something. Like, top lane is the best place for him. At least TNC could do, like with 1-4-3-7 on the bottom lane, he can soak up some levels, do some harasser range against the park, but he knows he can't contest it. Not until Cuckoo has BTs. Then the dynamic of this game can change.
Yeah, that's still going to take quite a while. Male in this mid lane having a good time. Generally, I would say this is a...
Cucci just got burned from the Weaver. They've got a 3-second window now to catch out Zai. Lasso's available. They're going to commit it for the Dream Call from Universe, trying to counter off the gank. Zai, he's able to Cucci himself away to safety, and Bat Rider will fall. It's TNC being aggressive, but underneath the Tier 1 tower. They get punished, and punished hard.
That's... They got the tower down low, they forced 2 TPs, and EG have 2 low heroes, and all they got was a kill on Bat Rider, which was definitely needed. If EG didn't get a kill there, that wouldn't have been very good for them with that nice 3-man call from Universe. But yeah, good play from both teams in my opinion. They forced the rotation out of, TNC forced the rotation and put pressure, and EG respond very quickly and
suppose you got the puck off bottom lane. Raven has more space to farm up.
Yeah.
You've still got Cuckoo getting more and more space as this Tinker in mid. Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe the sacrifice, the aggression and the rotation from EG was all worth it. Tim's Observe Ward down, not sure if Crit knew what happened. 1-4-3-7 starts his TP out. He goes all the way home. He ain't taking any chances.
Mid lane here. I still think this is going to be very crucial. Said the Tinker's BOTs are important. And Sumail and the Mirana, I think this is generally a fairly Tinker-favored lane, but the draw aura makes a very big difference. And in addition, there's been quite a bit of chaos in here. The Courier being sniped level 1 is actually the reason. We haven't really talked too much about that, but that was the 1k gold lead EG had, was the Courier snipe. So, mid lane Sumail sitting in invis.
Yeah, but there's a sentry ward. It's just a little bit further to the north. It sees Zai coming in, so Cuckoo knows he has to back up, but the arrow from Sumail and the Starfall damage. Binding with the swarm of Zai.
Very nice kill.
Allows for a very good kill. Well, the timing of it was perfect. He's hitting it now, 1600 gold. Really trying to get the BTs. Sam H.
Universe is taking a lot of damage from this flame break.
With the curse as well, 1-4-3-7, the damage. They need more. They don't have it. Puck gets home.
First went Soul Ring. Puck. I think that's the first time I've seen that. So generally what he does is he goes treads and then into straight blink. Like he wants to solve some mana problems. We've seen Raindrop being the solution. In the past, Raindrop +1 can often take you pretty far, but Soul Ring you definitely will not have those mana problems to push out waves. I don't think I've ever seen anyone do it. Maybe it's been happening recently in games I haven't watched, but Soul Ring on Puck don't go hand in hand in my book. That's very...
It does seem like an odd combination, especially when you have like the natural regeneration. It's basically got 5 a second.
It makes a lot of sense. I play a lot of Puck myself, and often you find yourself without mana. But usually the way you go around it, as I said, is that you get a Raindrop and then into Yules after the blink, but it still takes a long time. And maybe he's just been testing this out, where if you go Soul Ring, you can farm so much faster that after 10 minutes it's paid for itself. And then it's better than going for that blink. Perhaps.
1437. Just going to go for a quick curse over on Sky. Universe going to orb himself away to safety as TNC. They brought 4 heroes in bottom tower, and they still don't get it. The catapult too strong.
Arteezy activated the Drow aura, and that range creep, or that siege creep, just did 100 damage in one shot. And they were not ready for that.
Oh, Cuckoo. He's not ready for this. At least he has his BT. So even if he dies right now, which he definitely does, he still has his BTs available. But somehow going for more. 1437 burns the shrine. Sam H was thinking about coming into it, into the regeneration area, but now this just allows EG to look for a third kill, going one after the other. Universe was going to be safe. The Lasso just cannot control anything when Crit's nearby.
And as I mentioned before this game started, if TNC get through the laning stage well, they're going to have a really good chance. This laning stage looked okay 5 minutes ago, but now it's starting to really hurt. They've lost 2 towers, they've lost multiple heroes. Top 3 on CS are EG's heroes, and EG are only going to get more and more key items now. So I think this laning stage didn't go well enough for TNC. That doesn't mean they can't come back and take some good fights here, but it's going to be a bit of a struggle. They might need to buy time. But I feel like with every minute they're going to get more and more out-farmed and get picked off, so is a bit of a tricky situation they've put themselves in here.
They're 5k behind, approaching 6k. At least the experience is only 2,000 in favor of Evil Geniuses.
Yeah, it's the courier snipe.
Oh, the arrow. The Observer wants a mail. Just saw it perfectly. Tim's had no idea what hit him until it literally hit him.
Sumail is playing without Moonlight Shadow.
Suppose when your team doesn't need it?
I guess so.
This isn't the Heroes of New Earth team. You have to Moonlight Shadow at level 6 without attacking.
I think the Moonlight Shadow is, you know, it's also an aggressive tool. Use it to find ganks instead of arrows for yourself, but so far in this game hasn't needed it. And of course, if you go for this build, you have a really high damage advantage. Wow.
Well, everyone else is happy about that. 44 damage is being added to every other hero on EG at the moment.
He didn't take a talent either. Skilled arrow over 150. But yeah, the Drow is doing great. And usually what we've seen teams do against EG when they run their Drow, that they try to contest the Drow's lane and shut down Arteezy so that the team doesn't benefit so much. But then the other 2 lanes generally go well. And TNC's approach in this game was different. Focus on their safe lane and mid lane, and so far that has not paid off. at all as they were hoping. I'm still waiting for TNC to try to make a move. Like, they finally have all of their abilities online that they should want to have. They have Global Silence, Sand King Stun, Epi. They have Lasso with drums. But they're not finding it play.
No. They've been here before. Like,
they're finding Tinker.
Yeah, bottom lane, back to the tier 2 tower. Zai's nearby, and the laser at least going to stop him from killing him off.
Oh, Universe was so close to foiling there.
Man, they actually need that Aghanim Scepter up. Like, everyone needs to be blinded in this game. Like I say, using Regeneration Rune as bait. Samael, hello! Through the arrow up, looking for a target. They go for the curse. 1437 doesn't have mana. Now he does for the Global Silence, allowing to find the kill onto Samael. Sam H will take it for the 451 gold. And they'd love to get a little bit more. The tier 1 tower appears to be their target.
Oh, Universe.
Yeah, he's managed to find one Burrow Strike from Tim's, missed time. He was looking to catch Universe mid-jaunt away, but Universe Dream Coil holds Tim as well as Sam H in position. Crit. Not finding any opportunity. They don't have reveal against the SK, allow him to go for another Burrow Strike. You get the silence from Universe, at least allowing... Okay, no, there it is. The lasso is not allowing for anything. I was going to say, allowing Sam H just to watch everything going on.
Yeah, EG are dropping the ball a little bit there. I feel like they didn't need to lose anyone else than just the Mirana. TNC get more than what they came for. They got 3 kills, almost got the tower. And the Mirana kill in itself was really good, but they're going to be feeling very happy with what they just accomplished there in the last minute. Pretty much knocked EG's advantage in half within 30 seconds.
It's that point where you feel like you found nothing. You smoke gank, you go through the entire jungle, you get Observer Wards down. It's like the consolation prize to a smoke. You wait for Tinker to actually have a crack at him. Yeah. But then you find the 3 kills around defeated Samael.
Yeah.
At least EG do have good aggressive wards. So they're watching Sam H pretty closely. He's rapidly approaching his own Blink Dagger, sitting it now at 1900 gold, and EG have been very good at shutting down those heroes that are looking for those critical items. Originally it was keeping the BTs of Tinker down, then they just turned their attention towards the Batrider.
Lane, Samael, oh, just barely missing that arrow on 1437. He was AFK, so it missed. It was literally standing still. There was an arrow flying right next to him. He didn't see it at all. He just stood there and it's like, oh, that's fortunate.
Syndrome's guide to avoid arrows. Take hands off keyboard and mouse.
Stand still. It's the classic thing with, you remember, Sing Sing used to play a lot of Mirana back when he was playing competitively, and he said it's way harder to hit arrows in pubs than in competitive, because I have no idea what these idiots are doing. But this time it's the other way around, you know? And it's just next level the bottom. You just stand still and he arrows and you're like, oh, there's an arrow. Okay.
My prediction skills are meant to be amazing. You've got Samael, like, you think at the moment from TI6, his prediction arrow was absolutely perfect, and...
Can't predict if your enemy takes his hands off the keyboard.
Yep.
Don't forget.
Well, you add the arrow.
Let's try to catch up a little bit on items. So, Raven went for a Vanguard build this game on his Phantom Assassin, felt like he needed to tank up. This makes the hero very tanky. He has 150 health talent and a Vanguard, as well as the wand to go. So, tanky and sustainable against this dire lineup. Building in toward the Deso. Actually, we might need to wait with the rest of the items.
This is Shadow.
A big moment. Sam H could make a big play here.
The smoke is broken now. They don't have detection. Moonlight Shadow will wear off in 2 seconds time. So they fire up. The Sentry Ward is down. So they found their target with the False Promise. Allows Samael to bail out of this one. The Dream Call making sure Stanking has to stay exactly where he is. He has his epicenter available, but EG don't lose anybody. A quick Sandstorm Zai from him. He has enough damage. Of course, he's got a freaking Drow Ranger behind him. So Zai, Shikuchi's forward. They want trigger off the shrine, and they're going to get it. Universe jaunted himself into the middling out of the shrine.
Oh,
the arrow will connect onto Tim's. He knew what he was going to do that time, but no one body. But with Universe down, maybe think second, like a second. thought about it.
That was a bit of a pretty scrap answer before he even got global off, so that fight could have been a lot better for them if he got that spell off. But EG still, you know, managed to at least get a kill.
Used already as the back rider Tim's, the Burrow Strike. It'll save Sam H. He went down to 60 HP. The Global Silence combining with the Epicenter. They turn around onto Dro Ranger with the Flame Break. She'll burn from this. Oh, will she? The damage. Oh, to keep her alive. She'll stay alive. Okay. No, here comes another Sentry Ward. Cuckoo with his TP forward. Finds the kill onto our team. Easy. Crit did everything humanly possible with no false promise.
Toby, I think he's gonna die. Oh, it actually takes longer than I thought. Maybe he's fine.
Man, get the bug off that 1437. It's the infestation. Ravens going in. The silence is there from Universe with the lasso. Quickly from Samael. Support is there. Crit this time around. He had the false promise to break it. But you've lost Samael. You're losing more. Maybe Raven. This is his time to shine. Needs the vision once more. Zai fighting an Invis. Cuckoo brings him the support. Master Machines to get the cover fire. PA still in the machines. Revealed for half a second and gets rocketed to oblivion. EG.
Ow.
Man, you're calling the other fight scrappy. That's scrappy do right there.
That was even more scrappy. Okay, Silencer did die, Toby, so that was the important part.
Critical.
Saw it coming. Saw it coming when they went on him. He was definitely going to get into a 30-second fight and die in the middle of that. But
he got Global Silence off, GG.
I thought he was going to die really fast, but actually a very nice counterplay there from 1437 ran to the left. And they were chasing him with both the Mirana and the... He just dies, but there was a very quick stifling dagger from Raven to slow down the Mirana, and then they counterplayed and turned it around very nicely. And at the end of the day, there, EG, again, not really getting as much out of it as they would have hoped. Their gold lead is now down to 2K, and most of it. They roll with it, they extend it, and then they end the game at around 25, 30 minutes. This game, that's just not going to happen. I don't think EG can break the base that early, and they need to play for plan B.
But this was the problem you're talking about, the drafting phase. And while I'm surprised Sam Asian, he doesn't have lasso. It's on 5-second cooldown. He doesn't want to fight into it.
Oh, there's many EG heroes here.
Yeah, Blink Dagger just arrived. Tim's run away, but no! Universe, not only will he blinking forward, finding the pick.
Is that the Tinker Ward that set all of that up? I think
it was the Tinker Ward.
Nice.
You'll take what you get. Yeah. But it's still the underlying problem you're talking about. The fact that EG just don't have that front liner. Like, Zai is sort of becoming it, but he's spending most of his time invis running around.
Yeah.
Trying to do the damage, but you don't have that big pop damage yet from EG.
He needs to be so careful. There's no hero on the Dire that can just go in with confidence. And it's because of the Global Silence. If Global Silence wasn't in this game, I think EG would be playing very differently. But they can't just run in their Mirana, for example. It's going to be a false promise. The moment you commit into a fight, you're committed, and you're not getting out again. Then you need to have the stronger firepower, Silver Edge. And maybe start opening up movement very well. And might be looking for a counterplay. Everything is ready on both sides for a fight.
Samael, the leap forward, needs to hit the arrow with the Dream Coil. Okay, that's where you use your magical burst damage to find the kill.
And the Tinker Ward has provided so much value. I think it just got panned out by Sam H. He's like, you know what, guys? We just lost.
Wait. Are they going to realize that Roshan's being done? Does PA have a look inside the pit? Roshan's so low. Ravenshan gets triggered. He'll realize it. The Burrow Strike, it catches two, including... Arteezy is away.
What a snipe,
Support is there.
Yeah, if there's one thing EG aren't, push pretty damn fast with a Crest, Swarm, and this Drow Ranger right-clicking. And Zai is going to be more than happy to die for the cause there.
Do you like the Silver Edge from the Drow Ranger?
Yeah, I do. It's strictly because of the PA. Enough, I think. Like, the Shadow Blade often provides the value that you need, but in this game, the upgrade is valuable enough to go for it straight away, I think. It's going to give them a chance to kill that PA. As you talked about, they have the burst. They just need to be able to control.
Really good scan from EG. They scanned just north of Roshan, looking for the rotation from TNC, and they pinged on 2 heroes. Already understanding the Tinker was in the lane and the SK was hovering around because they did more. They back up and hold near the tower where they have a little bit more reinforcements, babysitting Arteezy more than anything else. But now if EG want to attack, there is still that aggressive observer ward. Of course, Mr. Invisible Arteezy just walks straight underneath
Raven,
it.
I don't...
They see Tim's. Again, this is how Tim's died last time on the top lane. Hiding in the trees, thought he was fine, but the dire vision, the observer ward just sees where the SK is preparing his attack.
They really want to fight this? TNC are sticking around. If Sumail shows on this bottom wave, they could go for a play. EG are splitting up now. They're pinging him out. This is a dead puck if they see it.
Yeah, such a long way, but it is still a Eul Scepter on the puck. He just blinked. He orbed.
He's dead.
Question is, can he fade shift in time? He's able to do so. Global silence. He's got the Eul Scepter available as well. Breaking free. Universe into the phase shift. Not only does he bait out the gank, he'll escape the gank, and global silence got burned for it. It's a 5-4. They saw which way Zai went. He went north. But there's no follow-up. In fact, Tim's just going in into a different angle. It's to the Mirana. The Burrow Strike in. Arteezy, the epicenter is out. They dusted him up, so the reveal is on Arteezy. A gust creates a little bit of space, but not enough. Double sentries being planned.
Oh, they stopped the TP out from Tinker. That's really big.
Cuckoo's got nothing left to fight with. 1437 can curse all he wants. Cuckoo kills himself on the edge of the dream call. The PA can do the work. Arteezy will fall. Both the sentries actually paying off. Now they turn their attention towards Zai. False Promise cannot protect him from the damage output that this PA can do, and they're looking for more. It's crit. Raven will have himself a double kill. Tim, the sole survivor of the EG war.
That is a real gold gained there for the PA, 800 for the Sand King, and in comparison, EG0 is barely gaining anything, just a little bit of gain for the puck, but TNC, this is getting scary. I feel like TNC are leading the game, and you're looking at the gold and it's like slightly EG favorite, but the game plan is just not working out well enough, and that could have gone even worse for them. If Universe isn't there with that very clutch coil on the Tinker, I think they would have been destroyed that fight. It would have been 5 for 1, 5 for 2 maybe. Sumail just has to be very careful. This time again, he gets caught by the lasso with leap off cooldown, or on cooldown rather. That's right. He didn't have it. He just couldn't really do that much in that fight on his Mirana.
Zai stalking, finding an invis rune. He's nearby, so yeah, it looks like this is just going to be him who is getting into a better position. Time and time again. Blink as well as BTs.
I think
hard to catch him out.
Yeah, he got the lens. You generally get lens on the most common build-up is this exact one where the lens comes before the laser axe upgrade, and then you focus a lot on just getting laser on 2 heroes every single cast.
I just broke the smoke. They had that smoke for a grand total of 0.5 seconds. And he still got the observer ward down. They burned a dust charge. So the obs ward will remain. And TNC waste.
Still gonna get the tower though. I don't think EG has hard right now. Raven, by the way, building into Manta style. Oh, they're gonna hesitate.
The scan pinged. It
Yeah.
actually clipped onto Zai, who was just a little bit further up on the left. So they're very, very worried about EG initiation.
Bit of the scan actually kind of working against them there. They were totally fine, but they don't have the information, and gives EG a little bit of extra space to work with.
You see how defensive they are with their obs and sentry? Like they put both the obs and the sentry inside the lane on the bottom. So they're looking towards the tier to move in and just attack. But it doesn't happen. Now they take the tower, and EG have continued.
Raven's gonna move in, start dealing damage to the tier 2 here. Puck gets caught by SamH here. This is pretty bad for EG. They don't have Oracle in any position to help. I think, yeah, he did. They spotted each other there actually, but SamH has kind of made a perimeter here that EG aren't interested in coming in to, so they're going to go for the top tier 1. They will get it. GC takes a beating though.
But at the same time, the tier 2 tower's gone. So yep. tier 1 and tier 2 for a tier 1. You'll take that trade, especially with the Tinker on the field. This is more space for Cuckoo, more money for Cuckoo. He's now 100 gold away from having that Aghanims.
Damn, so strong.
Yeah. It's a Phantom Assassin. Deso, Manta, and Vanguard. I'm not certain how they kill him.
They have to...
And if they even focus him. Like, do you focus a different target in the fight?
PA is the biggest kill they can find, I think. But it's also one of the harder ones. They need the Silver Edge attack to break Blur, and then they need to hit a stun. The problem is their reliable stun is Stream Coil, and that doesn't last for...
1437 may die. Yeah. He's a little bit out, but at the same time, Martizi being initiated on that Blink Burrow Strike. He's the bigger kill. Starts his TP. They need a crit, and with the damage they have, it will be enough. Oh. Ah, goodbye, universe!
Oh, I love playing this hero.
You just love the Grave of Swords.
Oh!
Another hit, Zai!
It feels good just to watch it, you know?
Time-lapse this.
Too late.
He's still taking the damage. He didn't want to go back into that horrible area. If he waited half a second longer, he might have been able to kill off the courier.
Alright, Raven, slow down. Don't crit on every attack, then you won't have it for the fight.
Yeah, because he can control that. Just put down the Lucky Charms for a second.
This is kind of funny. You look at Crit and he has 7 urns on the Oracle, but he just can't use them in the fight because heroes are getting bursted too fast. Like, he doesn't really get to heal people up. It's very uncharacteristic to see this many charges on an urn in a competitive game. It happens quite a lot in pub games where you're not watching your economy with it. It doesn't happen many of this urn.
Maybe he's got to put on the Tinker every time he sees him, but...
Yeah, that's pretty good, but he's never going to be in range.
Yeah, the range is the issue. Phantom Assassin are going to be on the run and evade the attack from Zai. Alright, Roshan is up in about 10-15 seconds.
One of the best heroes at killing Roshan. The Pred has the evasion, so she can just solo it, even with just this 10% lifesteal talent can easily solo out a Rosh here. And now EG, they need to make a move now.
That Abyssal's so close for Raven. Like, they're actually going to have straight lockdown control now, too.
Got the bat. He's going to kill everyone if they don't get him under control.
There goes the arrow. They're inside of Roshan. The PA illusion's on its way into